Your heart is racing. Your palms are sweating. You checked your phone 40 seconds ago, and you're already checking it again. Nothing happened. No email, no message, no emergency, but your body doesn't know that. And the real answer for why is far stranger than stress or screens or modern life. Your anxiety might not be a malfunction at all. It might be a message sent 300,000 years ago from a version of you that never got to stop running. Picture that version of you. Not sitting at a desk, not scrolling a feed. Standing at the edge of a dark grassland, ears tuned to every rustle in the grass. That version of you didn't have the luxury of calm. Calm got you killed. If a lion was hiding in that grass and you relaxed, you didn't get a second chance. But if there was no lion and you stayed alert anyway, you just wasted a little energy. You lived either way. That single asymmetry shaped the human nervous system for hundreds of thousands of years. Researchers call this the smoke detector principle. The evolutionary biologist Randolph Nesse studies exactly this idea. He explains that a smoke detector set too low will occasionally blare over burnt toast. Annoying, but survivable. A smoke detector set too high will stay silent during an actual fire. That one mistake is fatal. Your ancestors' brains were built like smoke detectors tuned deliberately too sensitive. Not broken. Tuned. On purpose. By millions of years of trial and error, where the errors that survived were the paranoid ones. So when your chest tightens before a meeting that doesn't actually threaten your life, that isn't a modern glitch. That's an ancient alarm doing exactly what it was built to do. It just can't tell the difference between a predator and a Monday. Here's where it gets stranger. Your brain doesn't just react to real danger. It reacts to the possibility of danger, and possibility is infinite. The neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky spent decades studying stress in baboons in the wild, and later in humans. He found something almost unfair. A zebra's stress response turns on the instant a lion appears, and turns off the instant the lion is gone. It's clean. It's efficient. It matches the actual threat. Your stress response doesn't do that. Yours can turn on for a threat that hasn't happened yet, might never happen, or already happened years ago and is only now replaying in your memory. Sapolsky's research suggests something unsettling. Humans are nearly unique among animals in our ability to turn on a life-or-death stress response using nothing but a thought. Think about that. A zebra needs an actual lion. You just need an idea of one. Your ancestors needed this. Imagining a predator behind every shadow, every unfamiliar sound, every gap in the tall grass kept them alive long enough to pass that trait forward. The ones who didn't imagine the worst-case scenario often didn't survive to have children. So here you are, carrying the exact nervous system of the ones who did. But there's a second layer to this, and it might be even more important than the fear of predators. It's the fear of being alone. For most of human history, being separated from your group wasn't an inconvenience. It was a death sentence. No claws, no fangs, no fur thick enough for winter. A lone human, cut off from the tribe, rarely lasted long. The psychologist John Cacioppo spent much of his career researching loneliness, and what he found was startling. Chronic loneliness doesn't just feel bad. It registers in the body almost identically to physical danger. Elevated stress hormones, disrupted sleep, a weakened immune response. Cacioppo's research found that loneliness can carry health risks comparable to smoking or obesity. Why would isolation carry that kind of biological weight? Because for nearly all of human evolution, isolation predicted death. The brain that panics slightly when a text goes unanswered or when a friend seems distant isn't overreacting to nothing. It's running the oldest program it has. Alone once meant unsafe. Some part of you never got the memo that this changed. Now here is the twist that reframes almost everything you just heard. You were never built for the world you're currently living in. Your ancestors faced maybe a handful of genuine threats in a day. A predator, a rival group, a storm, a handful of decisions, each with real, immediate stakes, and then long stretches of actual rest in between. You face hundreds of ambiguous low-stakes signals a day, and your alarm system cannot tell the difference between a real threat and a notification. A red icon on an app. an unanswered message, a vague comment from a coworker. None of these will kill you, but your body responds to all of them using the exact same ancient circuitry designed for lions. There's no rest built into that system, because in the ancestral environment, rest happened naturally once the actual threat passed. But your threats today rarely fully pass. They just get replaced by new ones, one notification at a time, all day, every day. This is why so many people describe modern anxiety as a hum that never quite turns off. It's not that your alarm is broken, it's that it was built for a world with occasional danger and long stretches of safety, and it's been placed into a world of constant, low-grade, ambiguous signals that never quite resolve. Your brain is still checking the grass for lions. It's just that now the grass is a feed that refreshes forever. So what do you do with an alarm system this old, this sensitive, and this out of sync with the life you're actually living? You don't silence it. You can't, not fully, and trying often makes it louder. What actually helps is recognizing it for what it is. Not a personal failure. Not proof that something is wrong with you. Just an ancient, well-intentioned system doing its job in an environment it was never designed for. The moment you feel your chest tighten over something that logically can't hurt you, you're not malfunctioning. You're hearing from an ancestor, one who kept watch at the edge of the grass so that you could exist at all. Their alertness saved their life. It just hasn't figured out yet that the grass isn't there anymore. So tonight, when your heart races over nothing, when you check your phone for the 5th time in 10 minutes, remember what's actually happening underneath it. Your heart is racing. Your palms are sweating, and for the first time, maybe you understand why. It's not because something is wrong with you, it's because something 300,000 years old is still trying to keep you alive.